Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Blake here, and today we're going to talk about how you can get started investing in real estate in the next 90 days. And this isn't one of those one secret to success videos, because the reality is it's going to take work. Success in real estate takes work. But the cool part is it takes a lot less work than working 40 hours in a cubicle. And yet the truth is you really can get started investing in multifamily within the next 90 days by making the commitment up front, by educating and doing those things in the work up front. So I'm not pulling your tail on this. All four of these strategies will work, and I've seen multiple people do each one of them to get the ball rolling on their investment journey. All right, so let's talk about the step before the first step, which is really the education. And it's no surprise that all four of these steps are going to start with education. So you shouldn't buy into what you don't understand. I mean, that's with anything, with stocks, with any investment vehicle. So you really want to do your research up front. You need to know how multifamily properties are valued, how to manage them, at least how someone else will manage it so you can be a good asset manager, how to finance them, and a whole bunch of other details that go into it. So I would suggest spending the first 2 to 4 weeks on that 12-week journey just to get acquainted with real estate investing, and more if you need it, really, because you need to soak up all that information. Read books on syndication and commercial real estate. Brian Murray has a great book. It's the book on crushing it in apartments and commercial real estate. Joe Fairless has a really good book, the best ever apartment syndication book. Those are great places to start. And you can also listen to podcasts on your way to and from work, or even while you work out like I do. So I always have like educational material in my head while I'm pumping iron. But yeah, listen to these podcasts like Bigger Pockets and the Bigger Pockets Real Estate Investing podcast. And then even multifamily specific podcasts like mine, the Multifamily Journey podcast. So each one of those shows, every week they have an expert come on and share specific and actionable advice. So these are great resources to get started and get your feet under you and just help to build that foundation for you. If you want to accelerate your results, you can even join a mastermind group or pay for a coach or mentor. Depending on the coach or the mentor program, it can be a great way to fast track your results because you have somebody that's been there, done that, coaching you on along the way. All right, so now we're getting into step 1. And this is probably the least recommended because honestly, it's the hardest. And trust me, trying to do everything yourself is exhausting. I've been there. So this first step is the DIY or the do-it-yourself step. So you can do it all by yourself, but it would likely take you a lot longer. So this is for the person that wants to maintain control, even if it extends the timeline for them reaching their goals. So if you want to complete the 90-day challenge, this might not be the best strategy, but it definitely is doable if you do stay committed. So for this step, it's important to understand that there are 4 parts to every multifamily deal, really any real estate deal. It's 1, finding the deals. You have to have deals coming in to be able to look at in the first place. 2 is underwriting them, how to analyze them, running the financials and the numbers on them. 3 is raising capital to close them, especially with the big, larger syndications. That's raising money for deals. And then number 4, that's managing the deal, managing the asset. So those are the 4 things that you have to have for every deal. So to be an effective solo operator, you're going to need to do all 4 by yourself, which can seem daunting to do all that yourself. And that's arguably the most important of this, is to raise capital, because you're going to need the money ready to go to close once you find the deal. So start building relationships while you look for deals, and learning how to underwrite and manage once you close can be done up front before you start writing offers, but it's not always something you want to take lightly. So having third-party property management in the beginning is probably going to be key, because that in itself is a specialization and something that's going to take a lot of time to get done at. So this is the do-it-yourself step. All right, so step 2 is get good in one area and partner with somebody who fills your gaps. So this is probably where most people find themselves in their first deal, myself included. So in this strategy, you just laser focus on one of the 4 aspects and from above and get really good at it. So building your skills in one area makes you more valuable, because usually not everyone is good at everything. So others will likely be weak where you are strong, and strong where you are weak. So by building up your strengths and finding a partner to cover your weaknesses, you can really get in that way. So together you become stronger, you become a stronger whole, and you can conquer and divide in your areas of expertise. So this can really fast track your success well, because you don't have to learn everything and get good at every single thing like the above step. So it's good to understand that your area of focus and where you put your attention is on what you're good at. So because of that, you're going to be more likely to succeed by specializing in one area. All right, now we're on to number 3, and this is use the stack method. And this is one of my favorite because it's so actionable and really anybody can do it. So what the stack method is where you stack your investment successes on top of one another and they grow exponentially. So basically you begin with the purchase of a smaller property, and small is relative for you, right? If you have experience, it could be a bigger property. And if you've never done a deal before, it could be a single family or a duplex or something like that. So once you close on that property, you keep saving up and add in the cash flow from that property to then buy the next property that's double in size or around double in size. And then you just keep going. So it would look like buying a duplex, then buying a 4-plex, then buying an 8-plex, and so on and so on and so on until you reach your financial goal. So super achievable, very digestible. You can start out with residential low down loans before you ever get into the commercial realm, build up some experience and get your feet wet. So the stack method is a great way to get started. All right, on to number 4. So this one is passively invest as a limited partner or LP. So this step is going to be the most efficient for your time. You'll still need to educate, but it's more so about how to vet opportunities and sponsors rather than learning how to find and manage and acquire these big assets on your own. So ultimately, if that's where you want to get, it's not a bad idea to be a passive investor first. After all, if you want to attract passive investors in the future, it's good to have that experience and know what they know from going through it. And you can earn while you learn, which is even better. So this is great for those who are feeling overwhelmed, but want to learn the ropes and have the capital and that have the capital to get in the game as an LP. So why wait really when you can begin earning passive income now, which is the ultimate goal anyway. So for this one, I provide actually investment opportunities and cash flowing value add deals like the 66 unit we just closed a couple weeks ago. So if you want to hear more about that deal or future opportunities, you can schedule a call with me at multifamilyjourney.com/connect or fill out the form on the invest page at multifamilyjourney.com/invest. So if you want to learn more about investing, you can also go to, or about passive investing, you can go to multifamilyjourney.com on the homepage and scroll down till you see the passive investor toolkit and download that. It's just a free resource to educate passive investors on everything to get into real estate syndication and big deals as a passive investor. So I think passive investing is a great way to get started if you have the capital. And if not, focus on the first 3, focus on the ones above. So I hope you can see now that there are several options for you to buying your first multifamily property in the next 90 days. So we have first the DIY, the do-it-yourself method. We have the focus and specialize on one area so you can get really good at that and then partner up for your weaknesses. We have the stack method where you start with a single family or small multifamily and scale up from there. Or we have the 4th method, which is passively invest as a limited partner. So all have their pros and cons. You know, one method might not be good for everybody, but for your specific situation, one might be really good. So, so there's that. So it's also achievable and intentional and intensive action. So you need both here. So you can't just mosey around. And that's why I like this 90-day deadline, because it pushes you to get out of your comfort zone, but it's absolutely achievable. Others have done it before. And that's why I love real estate, because it is duplicatable. You can duplicate it. So you can model and duplicate the success that others have had. And that's why I have my podcast and I talk to other successful investors who have done it. It's to show how you can go replicate their success. And the information is out there. You just have to go out and get it. So with that, I hope you guys liked the video. I want to provide you with a truly valuable information that will help you along your financial journey. But before you go, give this video a thumbs up down there in the comments. It helps dreams come true. So if you think about it, it really does, because it helps get the information in front of other people and helps them break down the boundaries of what they think is possible, and opens up doors for them to go succeed too. So give it a like, and with that, we are out of here. See you guys next time, and go take action.